Hey there, it's Lori here. I'm stopping in today with a fun find from the makeup aisle. This is basically just a cheap way to achieve a blended look. There's some other more expensive brushes on the market, and this will save you a lot of money. This e.l.f. brush, it's a face brush from Target. It was only $2. So I figure for $2 we can have a lot more than 4 brushes. I bought this just on the chance to see how it worked, and I've had some really good luck, so I wanted to share it with you. Just to show you my very first 2 tries. This was my first try. I splashed it with a little bit of water just to see what it would do, and then this was my second, and it blends very well, very smooth. As you can see, the color is pretty seamless and it just works really well, so I wanted to share. So first thing, I'm going to put down my cropper hopper. If you've watched my videos before, this is what I use to blend on for my workspace. That way if I get ink all over that, it's not on my main workspace. It's one of those cropper hopper dividers from the old 12 by 12 paper, if you remember that from a while back. So I'm going to use Worn Lipstick, Mustard Seed, and Twisted Citron, and I just have a couple pieces of Nina, I think this is just 80-pound cardstock. One really cool thing, it's brand new to me, so I don't know how long these will hold up. I've done this with the 3 colors. I used one brush for all 3 colors, and in between all I did was take a Kleenex and just twist it in the Kleenex, and if you can see that, there's really no color on that. The color seems to wipe off at this point, so it doesn't even look like it's been used. Maybe it's a little bit purple, but nothing comes off on my hands. So far, the ink is just wiping right off with a Kleenex. So the first time I tried this, I did have a piece of scratch paper to just kind of blot this on, so it wouldn't leave any heavy marks on this and it would just blend really smooth. First thing I'm going to do is take this brush and I'm just going to roll it on the ink pad. This is Worn Lipstick, and you can kind of see the tip of it turn a little bit pink, so you know you've got some ink. The first sample that I tried, I went ahead and blotted it off just so any harsh marks would be on scratch piece of paper, but as I kept going I realized that this wasn't necessary. You can brush and blend really smoothly just with a light hand at first. Once you've got color on there, you just start off and just blend onto the paper. Now this color that's being put down, it's definitely not as dark as the regular blending sponges, but it can be as light or as dark as you want. So the more color you add, obviously, the darker the color is going to get. So I'm going to add some over here. One thing you want to watch too, if you do blend on some sort of a sheet or plastic or paper or whatever, the ink that is over here from your brush will blend up in, so you can actually mix colors if you want to. I noticed that it really kind of creates new colors. So once you have that done, again, you just want to take your brush, and I just twisted it inside a Kleenex. And it really seems to clean off all of that ink. It just wipes off. I'm going to take a brand new Kleenex and do it again, and just to see how much is left over. Maybe just a tiny bit of pink, but not enough that it will transfer to the next color. Now I'm going to use some mustard seed, and I am going to rotate my workspace just so I don't get that pink up in this yellow. I'm just really amazed that I'm able to do this with one brush, and it's really not transferring color. You can see definitely a bright yellow and definitely a good pink. So now I'm going to clean it off again. So far I've used 6 colors, and the transfer is only if I'm picking it up off of this mat. The transfer definitely isn't in the brush. So now I'm going to turn this again, and I'm going to add some green. I'm not going for any certain look here. I'm just trying to show how the colors blend onto the cardstock. I'm going to go back to this. So you can see that all those colors blended really well and it's very smooth. So now I'm going to do a sky, just a very light blue in the background. I'm going to take another Kleenex here and I'm just wiping off of that worn lipstick. Again, same brush. Now I'm on, oops. Now I'm on 6 colors. It really looks nice and clean, and still it doesn't look discolored at the top. So I'm pretty sure that the color will just wipe off of these brushes. This is probably just a synthetic brush, so the color definitely doesn't soak into the bristles. So I'm going to use peacock feathers, pick up some color, and I might use this scratch piece of paper just to blot off some of the heavy and start in the middle with a light hand. Other than my fingerprint, that really blends out into just a nice soft blue center for the card. I thought I'd flip this over quickly and just show you. This is just a polka dot stencil from My Favorite Things, and I'm not going to tape it down, but I'll just quickly hold on to it and show what these will do with the stencil. So definitely with a lighter hand, you can have a lighter color. Adding more ink to the center obviously works very similar to any blending brush, but the biggest thing is these are $2, so super cheap. So there is a polka dot stencil background. I hope that you found this helpful. I'm going to wipe off the blue. I'm just pretty amazed that I've used so many colors and I'm not having any transfer at all. This brush cleans up really easily. I'm not seeing any transfer to my hand, so I feel like it's pretty clean. It's going to be cheap to have several of these, which I bought 2, but actually I bought 3. I don't know where my other one is. 1 or 2 would be fine just because it cleans up so easily. So I hope you find that helpful and a good bargain crafty tool in the makeup aisle. Thanks so much for stopping in, and I hope you have a great day.